going to put my mic on, even though you can hear me, so that our friends joining us from their homes or wherever they are can hear us too. We're going to begin with Havdalah. As we ease into that, I invite you to turn in your book to page 105. And if you don't have a book, there are plenty of them. No, Sue, I think there's Sue's in charge of knowing that there are plenty of books. So let's read together. You can keep playing, Janet. It's beautiful, and we're just going to go right into it. I know you're doing such a good job. Just take a breath. Top of 105. Last sliver of the moon. You can read with me. The waning crescent, small and slender, glowing in the east at the end of the journey. A curve of silver barely there that fades away with the dawn. Faintest light the eye can discern, like the soul within me, barely there, waning and weary as the year winds down. At the end of the journey, the old moon flickers out and darkness awaits the new. Now in the stillness, we can feel it will remind us the horizon will be bright again. The waxing crescent will rise, heal our hearts, gather us in from the darkness, restore the light within us. The words for Havdalah are back a few pages on 100 and 101, if you want to have them in front of you. Adonai 109. White butterflies with single black finger paint eyes on their wings. You should definitely read with me. Dart and settle, eddy and mate over the green tangle of vines in Labor Day morning steam. The year grinds into ripeness and rot, grapes darkening, pears yellowing, the first Virginia creeper twinning crimson, the grasses dry straw to burn. The new year rises, beckoning across the umbrellas on the sand. I begin to reconsider my life. What is the yield of my impatience? What is the fruit of my resolve? I turn from my frantic white dance over the jungle of productivity, and slowly a nigun slides cold water down my throat. I rest on a leaf spotted red. Now is the time to let the mind search backwards like the raven loosed to see what can feed us. Now the time to cast the mind forward, to chart an aerial map of the months. The new year is a great door that stands across the evening, and Yom Kippur is the second door. Between them are song and silence, stone and clay pot to be filled from within myself. I will find there both ripeness and rot, what I have done and undone, what I must let go with the waning days, and what I must take in. With the last tomatoes, we harvest the fruits of our lives.
We return, we return, we return, we return, we return, return again. We return, we return, we return, we return, we return, return again and again to
Page 119. We read together. Notice the river. At break of dawn, a braid of streams, creeks, and brooks, a dance of insects near the shore. Notice how brackish, where the river meets the sea, how with grace the river hugs the shore, fierce in its rising, fiercer when it falls. Notice it all, how it bends, how it tells the time of year, and how smooth the boulders are that guide its course. Notice the Holy One in blessing and in beauty, in acts of repair, in the unearthing of truth, in the eyes that meet, in the tumult of change, in words of forgiveness, in the bridges we build to those we hurt, in the flow of a year, in the course of a journey, in rising and falling, in the bend of a river, in the hand we hold out to those who hurt us, in the life we are living, in blessing and in beauty.
This next piece, which the words are not in your book, like many of the music for Selichot, I'll just remind us, was a piece that we commissioned with Michael Hunter Oakes to celebrate our 175th anniversary as a congregation, and very much with knowing that we were building a new space. This is all about how we build sacred space so God can dwell with us. And so we thought we'd offer it again tonight, look ahead to this year where we will formally celebrate and then later dedicate this space as well. So.
In this holy space, in between these walls, hear the call of generations. Let us sing and pray, welcome one and all, and be the light unto the nations. Ve'asuli mikdash, ve'shachanti betocham. Ve'asuli mikdash, ve'shachanti betocham.
Page 114. Lead us to atonement. Master of wonders, mother of souls, forgive the darkness in our hearts, our loss of hope. Pardon our distraction, our ears closed to the pleas of the poor, and lead us to atonement. Master of wonders, mother of souls, forgive us our circles of secrecy, knots of guilt, shame, and anger, webs of betrayal and greed. Pardon the pursuit of happiness that ends in worship of self, and lead us to atonement. Master of wonders, mother of souls, refuse to forgive our refusal to forgive. Release our grudges, hatreds, and feuds. Puncture our stubborn self-righteousness, and lead us to atonement. Master of wonders, mother of souls, forgive our vanity in a universe of awe, our complacency in a universe of need. Pardon our failure to thank, praise, and salute every soul and every star, and lead us to atonement. Master of wonders, mother of souls, forgive us our disregard and insolence, our distance from loved ones and friends. Pardon our daily inattentiveness, our failure to notice that we fail to notice, and lead us to atonement.
Though we all have been hurt, though we all have hurt each other, let us all forgive. Let us all be forgiven. Though we all have caused pain in our words to one another, let us all forgive. Let us all be forgiven. Slach lanu mechalanu, kaper kaper lanu. Slach lanu mechalanu, kaper kaper lanu. Though we all have regret for the words that we have spoken, let us all forgive. Let us all be forgiven. Let now be the time to repair what has been broken. Let us all forgive. Let us all be forgiven. Slach lanu mechalanu, kaper kaper lanu. Slach lanu mechalanu, kaper kaper lanu. For the gates are always open. For the gates are always open. For the gates are always open. Though we never can change all the times we've been mistaken, let us all forgive. Let us all be forgiven. Let us try to rebuild all the trust we have forsaken. Let us all forgive. Let us all be forgiven. Slach lanu mechalanu,
So we're going to get ready to change our Torah covers, which is a highlight of Selichot. And I'll just note that I really wanted us to be in the sanctuary. I know probably best judgment would say, Rachel, just don't talk about that part. But I tell you everything. So not everything, but I really wanted us to be able to be in the sanctuary tonight to do this. And we thought about walking in now to do this, but we're all here. And really, this is the sacred space that we have been using together and praying in and celebrating in for the last 6 months. I don't know, since May when we moved in here. So it feels appropriate also to get to change our Torah covers in this space and to be together and to sort of transition out of this phase also in this way. So, almost all, if not all of us have been here at some point for Shabbat services, for anything that's happened over the last 6 months at Barnard, and we have made this our sanctuary. We have made this our sacred space. We have made this the place where we studied Torah and read Torah and celebrated with Torahs. And as we get ready to do that in this space, just want to allow us to celebrate the great stuff we've done and also look forward to the great stuff that we are going to do in this next Jewish year in our new space. So this is one of my favorite poems we get to read every year. It's on page 121. It's called The Elders. And this poem feels related, like in a distant cousin kind of way, to the Laughter, Kindness, Strength, and Power poem that we read in the library earlier. So I invite you to read with me. The Elders. We rise now to honor them, our elders, from whom we have learned stories and lessons, with whom we have studied and worshipped and celebrated the passages of life and time. Our elders who have taught us goodness, honesty, and the sanctity of life, whose mantles are woven with threads of memory, embroidered with silver and gold, majestic folds of silk and velvet, in royal hues befitting their rank, as brilliant as the sun. We rise now to honor them, as they put aside these everyday mantles of splendor and don their sacred garments, the vestments of purity and holiness, befitting the days of awe so soon approaching. Each in its turn is fitted with wimple, mantle, and crowns, each more stunning than the last. Majestic folds of velvet and silk to clothe the holy words, a canvas of purest white, as brilliant as the moon. The holy season has now begun, and the elders in their yontif clothes stand proud and tall before us, beacons of wisdom and light, reminders of the holiness we seek on this new day in Elul. We're going to change our covers. We're going to have music. We're not going to chat. And I'll facilitate, and we're going to do it here so everybody can participate. And we know. We'll figure it out. So I invite you to rise. So, that was really loud, sorry. So the Hebrew on our Torah scrolls, in the English, they read paradis, the word that's on these four, which means paradise. It's a word that refers to the garden, the original place, the place we're maybe trying to build toward. It's a way that we are taught to study and to learn. And on the high holidays, we switch to these beautiful covers that spell Ha-Emet, which means the truth. You'll remember from years past that Aleph, Mem, and Taf are the beginning, middle, and last letter of the Hebrew alphabet. And if our friends weren't standing there holding really heavy Torahs, are you guys okay for a minute? So what does it mean to contemplate this word truth as we head into this season? To think about the truth, to think about truth. Doesn't have to be rhetorical. So something about honesty there for us, for our work. Great, what else? Okay, so part of the tshuva process and where we have maybe missed our mark. Great, so some search for our personal truths, our best selves. Yeah, the truth of the Torah changes as we change, right? The truth for us and when we live with it, right? There's something maybe that is contrasting in the finiteness of the idea of the truth with the actual reality of whether there is the truth, right? That is sort of the push and pull of this season. And it's about the journey and how we're walking it together and the work we're doing along the way. And the words, like the Torah, don't change every year, but hopefully we do. And this is, these days are for this work for us. To think about all of these truths and all of our truths and what could yet be in the year that's coming. So I think we're going to put these Torahs down here on the table, and then we'll return the other two to the ark. So it's our custom to begin and end with time before an open ark, right? When we get to Ne'ilah in actually 2 weeks from tonight, because that Yom Kippur is a Shabbat this year. So really 2 weeks from this evening, we'll be again before an open ark, and we always make space during that service to have some time privately for reflection. So we're going to do that tonight. And you're welcome to come up alone or with a buddy. There's no prescribed anything that's supposed to or could happen during this time. Just that we will be quiet if we're not here.
We are loved, loved, loved by an unending love, an unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by an unending love. The days nearer and we draw nearer to you. Nearer,
We're going to stay as we are. If you'd like to read with me, you can get your book. If not, I'll just read to you. We're on page 138. For those of you who got books. Walk with me into the woods. Leave the edge of the forest behind. Come deep into the green until the shafts of sunlight are lost. Feel the stillness of the center. Walk with me to the top of the hill. Leave the broad path behind. Up beyond where the trees grow. Hear the quiet of the heights. Walk me into this new year, into its demands, into its joys, into the clamor of its unfolding. Walk alone, each of us on our own right path, with the echoes of the blasts of the shofar, with the stillness of the center, with the help of our God. So for us, this is our last communal opportunity to hear the shofar before we welcome the new year later this week. I think on the bottom of that page there are 3 calls. There are 2 tikiyahs and 1 tikiyah gedolah, so you know it's coming. Okay. So 3 different opportunities just to listen, to hear sort of what it brings up, where it might take us, how the shofar's call may call us to attention in these waning days of 5784.
Tiki up, tiki up, tiki get along.